Hey man, it's your boy MG, your Swiss Army videographer. Today I will get straight to the topic. I will share my experience being a videographer, and I will share a couple of tips that will make you improve as a videographer. I've been doing it for 3 years, and so far these 3 years, today I'm gonna share what I've learned throughout these 3 years. And it might help you out. If you find any value in this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of my work, go ahead, follow me on Shot by MG. Throughout my 3 years of being a videographer, it's been exciting, and it's been some up and downs, but it has been more up than down. Cause first I got into it because I used to shoot some horses pictures. You know, I love nature. I love being outside with my camera. That's literally how I bought a Canon Rebel T6, I believe. Then from there, I went to high school. I played football. You know, I stopped playing football. I picked up my camera, started taking high school football games. That's how my love for the sport just grew. And I've learned a lot. It's been a lot of things I wish I know before I get to where I'm at right now. Even though I'm 3 years in, I'm still a little bit of a beginner, but I've seen a lot, and I got a lot more to see, if you get what I mean. But with that being said, let's get straight to the tips. My tip number one, in order to improve, whatever sport you pick, make sure you study the sport. If it's basketball, baseball, American football. For example, I shoot American football. I understand the game. If you never play the game, just know the basics. And the most important part is study the team you are covering that weekend or that Friday, whichever level you are. For example, watch, me, I go as far as looking at the stats. Look who's the explosive player, who they love to throw the ball, what they love to do on first, second, and third down. I know that's beyond just being a cameraman, but I just love that side. That's how you get the shots. You gotta know the school, what type of offense they got, what type of defense they got, so you can put yourself on the right position to get certain shots. If I go to Central, I know they got a running back. They run the ball a lot. I might be to the end zone so I can catch that home run. And if I go let's say male, when they got Max Gainey, we know at any given moment he might, catch that ball and took it for 50 yards down the field. So I'm always anticipating whose type of player is playing, what type of offense is going. Then I will position myself from there in order to get certain action. If you know they got a star defensive lineman or an aggressive defensive line, I'll be behind the offense, and I know at one given moment, somebody going to get through and get a sack or tackle for loss. That's where I say you got to study the game. You got to study the game. You got to study what type of teams are on the field in order for you to get great shots. That's as far as video, Tips number 2. Your love for it or your excitement not gonna cut it. Trust me. Because you have to be actually extremely disciplined in order to keep progressing and being consistent. Because a lot of times, there's a lot of guys, I've done it multiple times. I'll go out and shoot, just never edit them. Or never open up the files because I got lazy or something, You gotta be, now I stopped doing it more and more, but I still got some work to do. But now as soon as I shoot, I get straight to editing and put it out. Or, sometimes I edit a lot of stuff I don't even post, just edit to get better. So when I get that big, whatever, I can execute what I'm learning, So this tip is about being disciplined. Just be disciplined. Every time you go out and shoot, say, hey, the way I'm excited to go out and shoot, I'm going to come home, go through this thing, knock them out, man. And if you don't do it, you're just going to go all the time, go and shoot, let them die on your SD card. You might, because longer you take to not edit them, more or less excited you are to edit. But as soon as you get from your shoot, get straight to the computer and start chopping, hey, most likely you will mess with it and you will mess around, do something great. And tip number 3, I cannot stress this enough. Use the right equipment. You ain't shooting no sport with the prime lens, like 50 mil prime lens, unless probably basketball. But if it's outdoor, use the right equipment. I can make a video about like what type of equipment I use for my sport videography, especially football. But figure out whatever you do. For example, basketball, 24 to 70, 24 to 105 will make the job. You will get the job done. That's anything that's indoor. Anything that outdoor, you need 270 to 200. The aperture 2.8 to f4 will get the job done. And if you got a full frame, that f4 will get the job done inside too. And f4 is like a cheaper lens, but that 2.8, if you can get it as a beginner, go ahead and get it. It will help you improve tremendously. Is that a word? Whatever that word is, tremendously. Tremendous. It will help you improve. Because I had a Canon 80D with the 70 to 200. That camera was a beast. Ain't gonna lie. Just because of the lens. The lens will take you a long way. Tips number 4. While you're on set or while you're at the game, network with the guy that's around. Network with the guy that's taking picture with you. Have a conversation with them. Sneak certain questions you want to know, because you can always learn from them, or they can always put you on game. Never be shy to talk. Never be shy to ask questions, you know. Especially, I always ask guys that been around and again for a long time, and I always ask them a question or two. Even if I know something, I double down and ask them, you know, to have more clarity. Because you are one word away or one connection away to get your dream job when it comes to this camera shit. Best believe me. It's not about what you know. It's who you know. Trust me. Trust me. You might be the most talented kids, but you need somebody to give, like, you got to put your foot on the door. And a lot of time, I'm not saying you cannot do it by yourself, but a lot of times there's a guy that know a guy that might hook you up with a guy. So that's why it's extremely important to network, you know, to talk to the guys around. And even like you, bro, if you call or whatever, just network. It will take you a long way. But when you network, things gonna come your way. Best believe me. My last tips: use social media to your advantage. By posting your work, you know, by learning, or by picking up ideas. I'm not saying copy them, but you can be inspired. On my Instagram, Special Shot by MG, everybody I've seen their work and I loved it and I want to model mine after it, I follow them, put them on my favorite part. Because I can always go look, get inspired. You know, follow the guys that got the similar styles you got or the style you want. Follow the guys that know a lot about the game, that's always dropping jam. Nowadays, dropping jam right and left. Everything I know, I learned it either through YouTube or Instagram. They showing you this trick, how to make certain transition, how to, you know, it's just like there's so much you can learn from this day. It's just like crazy. And especially on the YouTube, people out here dropping James, dog. And if you know, use it to your advantage, you can improve drastically. That's the word I wanted to say before. If you make it this far, you can improve drastically. But this video is getting long, you know. This is probably gonna be my longest video on this channel. If you made it this far, like, comment, and subscribe. It was your boy MG. Until next time, peace out.